Experience the future of packaging and processing up close and in action. Explore groundbreaking innovations, engage with hands-on solutions, and connect with the experts transforming the industry. See how these advancements can revolutionize your products, production lines, and business. It all starts here. Don't miss out. Register today at packexpolasvegas.com/unpackedpod. You're listening to Unpacked with PMMI, where we share the latest packaging and processing industry insights, research, and innovations to help you advance your business. Hi, and welcome back to Unpacked with PMMI. I'm your host, Sean Riley. In this episode, we welcome back PMMI Vice President of Market Development and longtime friend of the podcast, Jorge Izquierdo, to discuss the pressing issue of workforce availability and skills gaps in packaging and processing operations. We dive into the current state of the industry, revealing that workforce challenges are worsening and now rank third among industry concerns. Jorge explains how the paradox of automation, while a solution to workforce shortages, creates a demand for more skilled maintenance technicians. Learn about innovative training solutions like video training and remote assistance, as well as advanced strategies like predictive maintenance and artificial intelligence. Jorge shares how these technologies are helping companies adapt and address workforce issues. Let's have a listen. So with all the fancy introductions out of the way, welcome back to the podcast, Jorge.
Hey, Sean. Great to be here again. More than anything, great to see you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, and it is a pleasure to see you as always. You're one of our favorites. Today we're talking about something that I feel like we've been talking about for a while now, workforce availability and the skills gaps in packaging and processing operations and how that's affecting operations in general. So I guess the first thing just to kick it off is, what is the situation now? Has anything changed? Is it the way it has been? Is it improving? Is it getting worse? What have you seen out there?
Sean, I guess more on the side of it's getting worse. In fact, what we're finding, number one, yes, for sure, shortages are certainly hampering the U.S. manufacturing industry in general, and for sure, packaging and processing is not escaping it. In terms of our industry, packaging and processing, we run a survey every year asking responsible of operations, packaging and processing operations, what are the key priorities. Last year, kind of addressing workforce challenges was number 7, 2003. This year, in 2004, workforce went up from 7 to 3rd. So that gives you an idea. And when you look at the top 3, productivity is number 1, automation is number 2, and workforce is number 3. So when you start talking about solutions on how to address workforce, all these 3 kind of, they travel together. So the answer, things are not improving. People are getting more and more proactive in terms of how to address these problems and solutions to address these problems. They are, I guess in general, there is no hope on side in terms of solving the workforce challenge. It's more about how to live with it rather than how to totally solve the workforce challenge.
Interesting. And I guess since we've established that it's a problem and it's not getting any better, where is it that it's, I guess, for lack of a better word, critical? Like where is it where the problem is really affecting things and we need to find, ways to live with it more than others?
I guess manufacturing operations, many of the CPGs, what they are finding is it's between the maintenance technicians and the operators. I guess those are the 2 main problems they are having, and it's a funny kind of cycle. A lot of the companies are investing more and more in automation, trying to address the availability of the workforce. But in doing so, in investing more in automation, now suddenly they need more qualified maintenance technicians to take care of the automation. So somehow trying to address the problem on one side, you squeeze on one side
Hmm.
and it's growing on the other. And I guess it's just part of how of the process of implementing the solution. But I guess it's mainly on these two areas, right? The operators side and the maintenance side. And it's again, it's challenging. It's not just the two only areas. For sure, the engineering side it's also struggling, but mainly the main problem, I guess, it's operators and maintenance staff.
So basically, what you're saying is when they implement this automation, the workers that are there aren't trained or skilled to the point to be able to maintain them.
That's correct. It's a challenge. You know what? Most of the initiatives toward addressing these problems are going on how to empower operators, how to empower maintenance people with the giving education and training they currently have, right? And one of the problems, of course, is retention. And when you have retention problems and you spend a significant amount of time in training, like you cannot spend 1 or 2 months in training if you're expecting, that the person maybe it's going to last 1 year or
Right.
6 months, right? So it's going to eat significant part of the productivity of your staff. So one of the big challenges is how to make to reduce training time and training need, and there's a lot of different the type of solutions that we're finding that the industry is implementing. There are a wide variety of those. Some might not be as sophisticated as you can imagine. Many of them are going towards, for example, video training,
Hmm.
uh, kind of a lot of remote as well. So it doesn't necessarily need to be very sophisticated. I guess it needs to be more than anything. It's operator friendly. When I say operator friendly, many of the new generations they are used to digest information and learn in different ways.
Hmm.
Video for sure is very significant. Some things that are interactive are very significant. So a lot of the solutions that we're finding, yeah, like the low hanging fruit, I guess, it's more about making videos available, making training available in front of them. So whenever there's a problem, they can look at the HMI or a tablet that they have handy and just look for the specific issue and look for training, and how to reload, packaging material into the equipment, how to reset the equipment, kind of somehow have it handy. Maybe they don't necessarily know everything, but they know where to find a solution, and then
Right.
the way to get that information it's more intuitive, more friendly.
Because we're dealing with a generation that's so used to using phones and tablets, so tapping on apps and icons and things like that are easier than I guess the previous ways that HMIs worked.
That's totally true, and not just that. The amount of things, the variety of scenarios. It's so big that you don't necessarily want to train your operators in learning all of them, but just making sure they understand how to look for a solution and make sure that they have that information available in front of them and in a very digestible way for them.
Okay, interesting. And I guess they would be the main solutions that their companies are trying to implement to alleviate these problems. Are there any other ones that we might have missed?
So I guess there are maybe those are the low hanging fruit, but then you have all the ones that are a little more sophisticated technology wise. But a lot of investment on predictive maintenance.
Okay.
So rather than waiting for a problem, telling the operator and the maintenance staff, hey, this is going to be a problem in the short term. You need to get ready. You need to get all the parts, all the components. You need to schedule for this repair, and that's helping a lot, right? It's making helping them in terms of getting ready, be prepared, rather than just facing the problem and then it's not just a problem for them. It's a significant impact on productivity of the line, right? So we have that. We have a lot of remote technologies, and you can go from just having access to, like, when the maintenance technician is servicing the equipment, just having access to an expert immediately,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that goes to, for example, use different type of glasses, virtual reality, augmented reality,
Mm-hmm.
that empowers them and kind of look at for example, you're looking at the part, you're having a conversation with the technician from the OEM, and he can display, the part list in front of you. You can see exactly how you're replacing the part, what are the components you need to lose, you need to adjust. So remote is growing significantly here, and I guess remote in terms of, yes, training, but also remote in terms of service assistance, right? So rather than waiting for a technician to come and visit your company, the maintenance staff is in front of the equipment. They connect with the technician, and live, they get the assistance that they need. The OEM technician is working together with the technician on site. They can see the same things, and all that knowledge, all that expertise, I guess, from the OEM it can be right at hand, can be adused for the technician on site.
Very
So
interesting.
those are I guess, some of the most used right now. But when you're talking about kind of looking more into the future, there are some technologies that are more and more kind of being developed. These days, everybody's talking about artificial intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in many cases, they are now starting to develop artificial intelligence solutions, where somehow all the knowledge, all the past experience, all those, each time you repair, each time you service a piece of equipment, somehow you collect that data, all that information, you store it, and through artificial intelligence, it's easier to access it and pull out the information, right? When you say, what should I do when the machine slows down, and or the packaging seal is faulty, what should I do? And then suddenly, it's more like getting immediate assistance. That's the hope, right? And that's somehow where the industry is moving. How to make AI part of a kind of a sidekick for
Right.
the operator.
Interesting. So would we say that's one of the big things that suppliers of automation and OEMs are working on to help address the problem, sort of embracing the AI?
I guess, yeah, absolutely, embracing AI, but I guess in general, I guess the number one is enabling the use of all these industry 4.0
Mm-hmm.
technologies, right? There's a lot of information there, there's a lot of data there. Making sure that you're taking advantage of all that data, all that information, and using AI, using giving AI the access to all this information, and to help and support the operators and technicians.
Awesome. I mean, well, that's perfect. I mean, this is an ongoing problem, and we're trying to find solutions to it. And you kind of laid out what's happening now and what we can do to attempt to try to make it easier on on our automation, the suppliers of automation and OEMs and the operators to be able to sort of fight through this workforce problem, to sort of live with it, as you so poignantly put. So I want to thank you again, Jorge, for taking time out of your day to come on the podcast with us.
No, Sean, thank you. It's always nice to chat with you, and more than happy to join.
Please rate, review, and subscribe. To do that, go to the iTunes podcast or Spotify app on your phone and search for Unpacked with PMMI.